The second module this week provides information about the research paper assignment. Although the final draft of the research paper is not due until the very end of the summer session, midnight on July 24th, it is an assignment with many moving pieces that will require you to plan carefully and to spread the work out over the course of several weeks. This module includes a description of the research paper assignment, as well as two other assignments that are directly related to the project, a working bibliography and an exploratory paper. First, a word about the due dates for these two shorter assignments. The absolute last day I can accept both of these assignments is midnight, July 17th, but I strongly encourage you to complete them as soon as you can. I know that some of you will be researching works that we may not read for another few weeks, so you might want to wait until we get to those assignments. However, I would really suggest that in those cases, you go ahead and get started on the working bibliography as soon as you find an interpretive question that interests you. Both the working bibliography and the exploratory paper are intended to help you identify sources and to begin to focus your idea. Both assignments also give me a chance to weigh in and help you as much as I can. In addition, I've included a link for you to upload a preliminary draft of your research paper. This is entirely optional. If you want me to review a draft, send it to me anytime before July 20th. I'll have to have it before then in order to give you any feedback that you can use for the final draft. Now, the research paper will be a response to one of 9 interpretive questions I've included in the assignment. So begin by reading these questions carefully. In many cases, I've tried to connect a work from the first 3 weeks of the course to a work that we read later in the course. Some topics, however, lend themselves to works from the 20th century, and we won't be reading those until July. Regardless of when we get to the text on the course schedule, you really should get started on researching the text within the next 2 weeks. Now, over the next 2 weeks, I would like to touch base with each of you about selecting an interpretive question and planning the research. We can do this in one of 3 ways. If you're going to be on campus, you can set up an appointment and meet me in my office. Or we could set up a conversation over the phone. Finally, we could try to get this done through an exchange of emails. Regardless, over the next 2 weeks, send me an email about which topics interest you. At that point, we can work out a time to continue the conversation. Remember, the sooner we get started, the better your research papers will be.